Hi, and welcome to this quick how-to help video on expanding triple brackets. So this is in the higher GCSE only. So for a foundation student, you really don't need to be worrying yourself with this. We've got two different ones that we're going to do as examples to give you an idea of method and how to approach and lay it out. And it's actually the laying out that may be different to what you've seen before. I find it a really easy way to see what's going on. And you'll see what I mean as we go through it. So let's do the first question. So I'm just going to pick that one up, move it out of the way, bring that one down. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to use what we already know. What we already know is how to expand double brackets. So I'm literally going to ignore that third one, and I'm going to do my crab's claw to the first two. So x times x is x squared, and x times 5 is 5x. Then I've got 3 times x, which is 3x, and 3 times 5, which is positive 15. And then I collect up the middle, just exactly the same as what I know, and job done. So nothing new there. Now, what I've actually done is I've expanded this into this form. So I've written it in its equivalent way. And then all of that needs to be multiplied. So all of that still needs to be multiplied by the third bracket. So that x minus 4, I'm going to pop in front. And remember, it's absolutely fine to do that because it's all about multiplication, isn't it? So if this expression gave the number 5 and this expression gave the number 1, it wouldn't matter which way round they were. 5 times 1 is 5. So I can move that bracket into the front, no problem whatsoever. And then the process of expanding the bracket doesn't change. Everything in this bracket needs to be multiplied by the x and by the negative 4. So we do this step by step, one at a time, okay? So first thing is x times x squared, okay? Well, that's going to give me x cubed. I am then doing x times 8x, which is going to give me 8x squared. And then I'm doing x to the 15, which is giving me plus 15x. So the x has multiplied every single term in that second bracket. Now it's the turn of the negative 4. So should we do it so we can see all the arrows? There we go. Minus 4 times x squared is minus 4x squared. Now I'm just going to move it all up a little bit because I want to write this in a particular position. I've got minus 4x squared, and I'm not going to write it here, which would be the norm. We just keep adding the next term, adding the next one, adding the next one until we've got this massive long line of results. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to look at where the x squareds are, and I'm going to put it underneath there. So I've got minus 4x squared. The next one that I'm doing is minus 4 times 8x. Well, minus 4 times 8 is minus 32. So I've got minus 32x. And then it's minus 4 times 15, which is minus 60. All right. Now, the reason that I do that is because then I can work a bit like I do column addition and subtraction. I'm thinking about it in those lines. I'm not having to go off down the line searching for the x squared and searching for the x's. They're literally next to each other. It just makes it so easy to see what's going on. So I've got x cubed, nothing to go with it. I've got 8x squared. It says take 4 away. That leaves me plus 4x squared. I've got 15x, it says take 32 away. That's minus 17x. And then I've got nothing to go with that, minus 60. And there's the answer. So I'm going to keep this because I do want to show you something once the second one's done. So we'll just resize that, pop it over there, bring the second, oh dear, losing the actual title. Oh, doesn't want to do it, does it? That's annoying. One last try. There we go, got there in the end. Okay. Now, the method isn't going to change at all. The only reason that we're doing a second one is, one, it's slightly different because it's got a number. It could have numbers in front of all these x's. It's just the way I've chosen to write this one. But there's also something at the end that I want to show you about all triple brackets. It's a good check-in for if you want to know if things have gone well. But it's a good problem solving thing to know as well. So if you were given a slightly trickier question, this fact can make a big difference to the problem solving side of it. Okay, let's crack on and do the expanding first of all. I'm not going to do different colored arrows this time. I'm just going to get stuck straight in. So x times 2x is 2x squared. X times 4 is plus 4x. 3 times 2x is plus 6x. And then 3 times 4 is plus 12. This middle is going to collect up. So I've got 2x squared plus 10x plus 12. All of that is going to be multiplied by the x minus 5. Okay, so x times 2x squared is 2x cubed. X times 10x is 10x squared, and x times 12 is plus 12x. Minus 5 times 2x squared is minus 10x squared. Minus 5 times 10x is minus 50x. And then I've got minus 50, what am I talking about? I've got minus 5 multiplied by 12, which is minus 60. And then we can finish it off. I've got 2x cubed. 10x squared, take 10x squared. They just literally cancel out. I don't have any x squared. I'm not going to write 0 squared. I'm literally writing nothing. They have gone. Okay. I then got 12x, take 50x, which is minus 38x. And then I've got my minus 60 on the end. Okay. So that is the result of expanding those 3 brackets. Okay, so the little detail that's really, really worth knowing is, and I'm going to use the highlighter on the one I've just recently done, if I can get my thing to work. There we go. I've got the number 3 at the end of that bracket. I've got the number 4 at the end of that bracket, and I've got the number 5 at the end of that bracket. If I take into account the signs as well, I have got a positive 3. I'm going to times it with the positive 4, and I'm going to times that with the negative 5. That gives me minus 60. That minus 60 is the last part of my expansion. And that's always true. You can see we've got minus 60 in this one. We've got the 3, we've got the 5, and we've got this time a negative 4. So we've got the same digits, just different positive and negatives and slightly different order. But those numbers multiplied together create that 60, positive or negative, and you will see it on the end. And that's true of every single question. So before I've even started expanding this one, so x plus 2, x minus 3, x minus 4, before I've even done anything, I could look at this, 2 times minus 3 times minus 4, and know that the very final answer would be 24, positive 24. It's useful to know if I had been given x plus 2, x minus b, let's say, and let's say x minus 4, if they are going to change the problem round a little bit, and you have to deal with the method maybe going backwards or something like that, this can be really, really useful. Obviously, I'm not going into an example of that now because this was just about expanding brackets, but it's nice to know the links and where the topic itself could extend into, or at least I think it is. All right, I hope the expanding brackets was useful. Thank you for watching this Target Maths help video. And hopefully you're finding the series of brackets really, really useful.